going to do, we're going to focus on 2 scripts today. I'm not going to tell you which scripts. I'm going to call on you guys, and I'm going to want to make sure that you guys have it memorized. So our first victim, Ricardo Benavides. Zillow. Oh, he did. So Sarah, I am a Zillow lead. You are the agent, and our good friend Travis will be Alex and patch you in.
This is Alex. I'll be connecting you with the agent now.
Hello, Travis.
Oh, I'm the agent. I'm the buyer.
Sorry.
I'm the buyer. No, you're good.
Sorry.
Go ahead, patch it in, Alex. Patch it in, Alex.
Hi, this is Alex. I'll be connecting you with an agent now.
Wait, I'm confused.
Okay, so he's Alex. He's Alex.
Don't even worry about Alex.
Got it. Okay.
Andre's the buyer.
And I'm the buyer.
Got it. I was like,
Travis.
oh my God.
Third time's the charm, Travis. Go ahead.
My name's Alex. I'm going to patch you with an agent now.
Hey, Andre.
Hi.
Hi, this is Sarah, your designated agent with Zillow.com. I got your inquiry for 123 Main Street. When would you like to go see that?
Is that house, are you the listing agent?
You know, that's a great question. I am not a listing agent, but I am the premier agent in the area. So would you like to go take a look?
Yeah, I'm actually available tomorrow after 3 p.m.
Perfect. Okay. And it is by appointment only. So I will go ahead and reach out to the seller, see if they have 3 p.m. available. And then, I'll confirm with you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
And Andre, what kind of attracted you to this home?
You know what? I love the water fountain in the front, the drive-through driveway. And then also that it's single story and it has the square footage we want, which is about 3,500 square feet. And it's a half acre lot. So really just kind of the luxurious look, the curb appeal, and the single story in square footage really appealed us.
Awesome. I can see why, you would like this one then. If I find some homes that are kind of similar and I bring those, would you mind taking a look at those as well?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Okay. And then when we get off this phone call, there's going to be other agents, reaching out about your inquiry. Just let them know that Sarah at the Camara Group has you covered. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow at 3.
All right. Perfect. Sounds great. So,
okay. Let's also do kind of one where I had that instance yesterday with that lady, because I totally didn't know how to handle that at all.
Okay. So perfect. So here's the thing I want to say. I'm just going to toss this ball up and hit it out of the park, because that's what you just did. On that was really good. You don't sound so script oriented. You sounded like more of like you were having a conversation, and you didn't when I threw the objection at you, you weren't like, oh crap, what do I do? So that was good. So what was the objection that you got yesterday?
Okay, so remember she said, I requested it at 1 and that's the time I'm available. And for me, I wasn't available at 1 because I already had another showing. So how do you handle that? She was like, I'm only available at this time. I'm going to have to call somebody else. She was just being kind of nasty.
She did the same thing to me. She did the same thing to me, but in that case, I would say, hey, you know what, Sarah, I understand that you requested 1 p.m. and unfortunately these homes are by appointment only, and I have to confirm with the seller. I'm going to try to get you in there at the desired time of 1 o'clock. But if I can't, is there another time that would work for you or another day?
Okay. And then if she says no, then she's
say,
I'm going to call somebody else.
We'll just, and then if she wants to call someone else, I mean, what can we do? I talked to that lady too. So if they're going to do that, they're going to do that. If they, and also too, it's kind of a blessing for us. We don't want to work with a client that that's going to JG Wentworth us. It's my money and I need it now. Screw that.
Right.
She's just saying everything she wants to say to try to get her way. And that's what it is.
Right.
She probably didn't request 1 o'clock. But the fact of the matter is that she just thinks that I'm a magician and I can wave a wand and magically make it happen. Exactly. So you're going to have that happen. It's good that you have that happen, but you still want to try. We say, hey, look, Sarah, I totally understand that you want to get in there at 1 o'clock, and I want to get you in at 1 o'clock if I can too. It is by appointment only, and we have to confirm with the seller. So I'm just waiting for confirmation with the seller. Now, if 1 o'clock doesn't work today, do you have another time today or maybe another day that works? And if she says, screw you, I'll call someone else, then say, hey, unfortunately, we can't get you in there right now, but if you want another day and time, we certainly can help you out. And if she says click, she says click. Screw her. It's all
Do we get docked for that?
No, that's not anything that we can do. We can't control the lead.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. You answered and do everything like you're supposed to do. And like I had a lead the other day that I took and wanted to look at a house, and then the house had tenants only, and then I tried to follow up with them and like got ghosted. Like it's just a numbers game. It's gonna happen.
Okay. I just
so
want
I
to make
wouldn't worry
sure
too much.
I didn't like screw up the Zillow thing.
No, you didn't screw up anything.
Oh my God, what do I do?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You did everything you needed to do. So, okay, Sarah. Well, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you go again. We're gonna do the Google pay-per-click script.
Okay.
Hi, Lorelai. All right, so we'll do Google pay-per-click. So whenever you're ready, you can ring me in.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Andre. This is Sarah Kuzi, and I just received your. Oh, wait, hold on. I see you just registered on our free home site, and I was calling to see if you were just browsing or if you were looking to make a move sometime soon.
Just browsing.
Just browsing.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we are window shopper friendly. There's never going to be any pressure for me, whether you buy next year or next month. But in a perfect world, do you have a time frame kind of in mind?
I would say in a perfect world, probably like in the next 6 months.
In the next 6 months?
Yes.
Well, 6 months is going to come, before you know it. Is this the main area in Manteca that you're kind of looking for?
We're open to Modesto, Manteca, Modesto, and Salida too. Those are the three areas that we kind of like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. No worries. And I see you were looking at 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Is that the home size that you're interested in as well?
Yeah, 3-bed, 2-bath. It doesn't have anything. It's an entry-level home for us. It's our first time, so it doesn't have to be, anything crazy, but at least 3 beds, 2 baths. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and your first time home buyer, you said as well, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that is exciting time for you then.
No, 100%. We're excited.
Yes. Okay. So what I can do is kind of set up a market search for you for the Modesto, Manteca, Salida area. Is this the price range that you're thinking you want to stay in, around 500?
Yeah, we don't really know, Sarah, but like the houses that we're seeing that we like are in the $500,000 price range.
Okay. And now, Andre, have you spoke with a lender to kind of figure out what you're comfortable with your payment wise, or are we just really in the initial steps of just seeing what's out there?
Yeah, we haven't spoke. I mean, it's just fresh. I just started looking today when I registered on the website. So no, we haven't talked to anybody yet.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. If you have time later today, I would love to, take like 15 minutes. We can go over the buying process and then kind of get you over maybe into a lender to just kind of go over your budget, if that sounds good for you.
You know what? I'm going to have to talk to my wife just because we're going to be purchasing together. But I can talk to her and then maybe get back to you.
That sounds awesome. And then in the meantime, I will, set up that market search. It'll send you homes that kind of match your criteria. And then, we'll keep in contact from there.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yes, awesome. And it was awesome talking to you, Andre. I wish you the best of luck in your beginning home search, and I'll talk to you soon.
Perfect. Sounds great. All right, Sarah. So the opening line, like it doesn't matter if you buy a house a year from now or next month, very well how you segued into it. The only thing I would say is the reason why I threw that I need to talk to my wife or spouse objection is because I wanted you to say, hey, I get it. This is a really big decision. Hey, look, Andre, I'm married too. And if I make a decision without my husband, that's never a fun argument to have. So why don't we do this? Why don't we tentatively set something up, here in the next coming days? And then, if you can't, and I can follow up with you, and if you and your wife can't make the appointment, no worries at all. We can definitely reschedule. But because my schedule does fill up really quickly, I just want to make sure that I do have, 15 to 30 minutes of my time blocked off for you guys in the calendar. How does that sound?
I like that. That's very good.
So that way you're just, you're getting that commitment from them. You obviously have a call to action to follow up with them. And if the wife can't make it, that's fine. But you're just letting them know, hey, I'd like to schedule a tentative appointment. The other thing too, that I would say is, cause I kept on saying first time home buyer. As far as LP Mama goes, when they say, hey, when you say, hey, I see you're shopping, I see you're shopping for homes in the $500,000 price range. Is that correct? And you say, yeah, we're looking at homes in 500. And say, well, if you don't mind me asking, Sarah, how did you come up with the $500,000 price range? You know, and then usually when I say that, they're going to give me like the answer I need to lead into the lender question. So that's another cool little thing that you can use. Okay. But overall, I think you did great. Tonality was great. And I can just tell you showing up all the time to these role plays has been really like, I mean, you got buyers in the car now. I mean, I just love just your growth from the beginning. So good job. Keep it up. Let's keep setting those scripts. And next victim, we are going to go to Ricardo Benavides.
Hola.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into Google pay-per-click first. So whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
All right. Hey, Andre.
Hello.
Hey, Andre. This is Ricardo Benavides with CamaraGroup.net. You registered our free home search website. Just wondering, how is the home search going? You just browsing, or are you looking to make a move in the next little while?
I'm just browsing.
You're just browsing right now. Okay. I hate that. Okay, because I know I told you how to work on it. Okay, so
just browsing. Just browsing.
So it doesn't matter if you make a house, if you purchase a house from us from 1 month or 1 year from now, right?
So yeah,
kind of what Sarah did.
Yeah, you're gonna go into that.
Okay.
So you're gonna go into. So what your tee off would be, and you can do one of two things, but I usually do the early the buying the house from us, a month from now or a year from now. But what I would say is, hey, Ricardo, just looking, that is fantastic. And look, it doesn't matter to us whether you buy a house today or a year from now. What we found, or hey, Ricardo, it doesn't matter if you buy a house from us today or a year from now. You're never going to have to worry about us having a salesy approach with you. We want to just make sure we answer your questions accordingly. But what we have found, Ricardo, is people just like yourself that are starting in the early information stages eliminate a lot of the mistakes throughout the home buying process and ultimately end up with a much better home. So I know you're just browsing, Ricardo, but in a perfect world, how soon were you looking to make the move? That's what that should sound like right there. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you buy a house from us today or a year from now. You're never going to worry about, us, putting any pressure or having a salesy approach.
And that's all what you use when they say just browsing?
Yes. And then I say
the timeline, the perfect,
the
perfect world.
Yeah. So I would say that, it doesn't matter, if you buy a house from us today, Ricardo, or 5 years from now. At the Camara Group, we believe in a non-salesy, non-pressure approach. Now, the best thing that's happening right now is because you're in the early information stages is that you're going to eliminate a lot of the pitfalls when it comes to the home buying process and ultimately end up with such a better home. So it's great you're doing the early information digging now, or whatever you want to say there. So let me ask you this. I know you're just browsing, Ricardo, but in a perfect world, how soon are you looking to make the move? So we'll go ahead and switch. We're going to start this call over again. I need you to get through that part, because once you get through that part, it's LP Mama, and LP Mama is a lot easier. And I just feel like this part's stumping you. So when you're ready, ring me in and let's make it happen.
All right. It's not gonna be perfect, but we'll get through it.
It doesn't matter.
Andre?
Hello.
Hey, Andre, this is Ricardo Benavides with the CamaraGroup.net. You registered on our free home search website, and I was just wondering, are you just browsing, or are you looking to make a move in the next little while?
Just browsing.
Just browsing. Okay. Hey, Andre, that's fantastic. It doesn't matter whether you buy a home now or a year from now. Here at the Camara Group, we have the no sales. We're no sales, no push, approach. And one thing that we find is that when our clients are potentially looking in the early stages, they avoid a lot of mistakes on the way. That's the best I got.
That's fine. So in a perfect world, Andre,
so
I know you're just looking.
Okay. So in a perfect world, Andre, what would be an ideal timeline for you to be in a new home?
I would say probably within the next 6 months, Ricardo.
In the next 6 months. Okay, perfect. And as far as location goes, so is this someone who I know all their information, or I don't?
Yeah, you do have an idea of where they're looking for homes, but
okay.
Go ahead.
Just
roll with it. Just roll with it.
No, just making sure, Okay, so so Andre, is the Manteca the only location you're looking for?
Yeah, actually, we have all of our family in Manteca, so that's the only area we're looking to make a purchase.
Okay, perfect. And then it shows that you're looking at homes around the 560 range. Is that kind of the range you want to stay in, 560 and less?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. And then have you, have you potentially seen any homes yet?
No, I haven't seen any homes yet.
You haven't seen any homes? Okay. I know you said it's the early process, but sometimes you might go to open houses and whatnot. So just trying to see. Now, what's got you looking for a home?
I really, all of our family lives here, so in Manteca, and so we want to be close to family, and we're sick of renting.
Got my gardeners in my backyard right now.
So yeah, we're sick of renting.
Okay. Hold on.
Vamonos, let's go. I got my. No, I got my, you're good. My I don't care, man. I don't care. It makes it easy. So
the buyer doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Travis. So we're motivation. So we're moving close to family, and we're sick of renting.
Okay. Now, have you got in touch with the lender yet? I know you said your price range is 560. How did you come up with that number?
Click. All right. So here's the deal. I know that you have the lawn and everything in the background, but here's the thing. Like, this is why and this is great that we're practicing, Ricardo. I think this is a good teaching moment for you. So we got through that first part. Great. But now we need to study LP Mama, because the thing is I don't have any confidence in you as an agent representing me, and with how scary the home buying process is. Like, we need to make sure we're reinforcing confidence in our clients. We need to make sure that we're really like speaking to them and meeting them at their level. Because it was a little discombobulated, because, it was one of those things where it was like you had hesitation and everything like that. That's all because you don't know the scripts as well. So I know we talked about this yesterday. You need to study the scripts, so keep studying those. But now I'm going to put you on the hot seat again, and I'm going to be a Zillow call. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and ring me in, and I'll be a Zillow.
Am I ringing you in? So
yeah, you're just gonna say you'll just say hello, Andre, and then and then hello.
Hey, yes. Andre, this is Ricardo Benavides, your designated agent from Zillow.com. How's your morning going today?
It's going fantastic.
Hey, Andre, that's good to hear. So, Andre, I received an inquiry about a property that you're interested in looking at, 123 Main Street, and was wondering what's your availability so we can go ahead and take a look at that property.
So, Ricardo, is this house pending?
I don't see that it is pending right now on the MLS. I know it says, right, if it is.
Wrong. So here's what we say there.
You should have said it is pending, not asked me. I'm just going to say no. Okay, but run it back. Okay, so Andre, it does look like this home is pending, but there are other properties that kind of match this criteria if you want to go ahead and take a look at one of those.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
Okay, perfect. And then, Andre, are there any other homes you would like to see?
No, that was the only one really that we were interested in.
Okay, and I know it's pending, so I can't trust. What is it about this home that caught your attention?
RV access in the pool, and that it was single story.
Okay, so RV access. Okay, so I can go ahead and look up a search real quick that kind of meets that criteria, and I can send you the address, and we can go ahead and take a look at that property that isn't pending. How's that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
Okay, and then I will bring some other properties to view once we go to that property and take a look at it. And yeah, I know also you might get phone calls from other agents, about your inquiry, but you can just go ahead and let them know you're being taken care of by Ricardo Benavides with the Camara Group. So,
all right, here's the deal. Study your scripts.
Yeah. Study
your scripts, because what's happening is you had it a few weeks ago. What happens is we get lead certified, we have it mastered, and then all of a sudden, we get a little ring rust, or we kind of maybe don't make our phone calls, and then it happens. So just study those scripts, study the scripts. And as far as tonality, I think you'll be able to navigate through everything. Okay, next victim, Travis, you are going to be the buyer. I'm going to be the agent. Then we'll flip. Okay, perfect. You're going to be the agent. I'm going to be the buyer. Let's go ahead and do Zillow.
All right. Hey, Andre?
Yes.
Hey, Andre, how you doing? My name is Travis Dagry. I'm your designated agent from Zillow.com. I got your inquiry. I'm on 123 Main Street here in Manteca. Is there a certain time and day you'd like to go check that home out?
Yeah, tomorrow at 3, but I'll be honest with you, Travis, my agent isn't available, so that's why I called.
Hey, not a problem. Can we agree that, hey, if I show you this property and something that you really like and you decide to write an offer on it, that I represent you in this transaction?
Yeah, you know what, Travis? That's actually that is fair. Being my agent isn't available. I can certainly do that.
Perfect. So what time tomorrow works best for you? Because it is by appointment only, so I want to make sure that I follow up and make sure we get that time for you.
3 p.m. tomorrow works for me.
Okay, perfect. Now, Andre, is there any other homes that you've seen that you'd want to go check out as well?
No, really, that's the one that we were most interested in.
Perfect. Now, if I can find some homes that are similar to this home and I bring them to our showing, would you like to see those as well?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I have about 2 hours of free time, so I wouldn't be opposed to that at all.
Oh, perfect. We can probably fit 3 or 4 more in that time frame. Now, tell me a little bit. I see this home, but tell me what's really attracted you to this home.
You know what? It was really the pool and the RV access, and that it was single story. Those
Single
three
story?
features, obviously, yes.
Okay. And now, is there any, specifics on bedrooms and bathrooms? Do we need a certain amount of those?
At least 4 beds, 2 baths.
4 beds, 2 baths, RV access. You said pool and then single story, correct?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I'll find some of those and I'll bring them to our showing tomorrow when we meet at this property. Now, one thing is you may get a bunch of calls from other of my colleagues, Andre. Just let them know that Travis Dagry's already got you covered with the Camara Group and he'll be showing you this home tomorrow. And I'll also follow up with my business card and with my information on it. So if you see anything else between that time, you can send it to me and I'll schedule it as well, okay?
Okay, perfect. No, that sounds great, Travis. So you said tomorrow at 3?
Tomorrow at 3. I'm going to go ahead and follow up and confirm that showing with you right after this as well. But I look forward to helping you tomorrow at 3 p.m. at this property, okay?
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Travis.
No worries, Andre. You have a good one. Boom.
Hit that out of the park. And I gave you the hardest objection. And if you weren't studying the scripts, Travis, how confident would you feel with that objection?
I'd be just like, this is one of those, you just kind of stutter and you're like, well, I don't want to step on any toes, but that kind of thing. If you don't know how to navigate it or know what the key words are, obviously you'll be stumped and you won't have the confidence. Because I even felt like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I even felt like when you dropped that on me, my tonality still stayed the same.
100%.
Perfect. That's my main thing.
And that's what these objections are, you guys. These objections are just smokescreen BS that they're trying to throw at you to stump you. And this is why we do this. And obviously, Travis, you handled that extremely well. That is the hardest objection to master. So we have time for one more. And who hasn't gone yet? I haven't gone, and Brittany hasn't gone. Brittany, you want to hop on and be an agent for a role play?
I think she might be showing.
Oh, is she showing homes?
It's a little loud, but yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. If you want to, if it's a little loud, I can go ahead and go and have Travis be the buyer if that works better for you.
I do have to hop off because I have to showing at 12 in Lodi.
Oh, never mind. Travis.
Sorry, I wanted to say that real quick. I'm sorry. I wanted to get
Okay, no, you're fine.
I love you guys.
Love you too, man. If you have trouble hearing Brittany, we can tee off and have someone else go if that works for you. You tell me.
I don't have trouble hearing. I just want to make sure it's not weird for everybody else.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and go then. You'll go ahead and be agent. I'll be buyer. We're going to do Google pay-per-click.
Okay, Google pay-per-click. Got it.
All right.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Andre?
Yes, speaking.
Hi, Andre. How are you today? My name is Brittany Marston with the Camara Group. You actually just registered on our free home search website, and I wanted to call and personally introduce myself. Are you looking to move in the next little while, or are you just browsing?
I am just browsing.
Okay, perfect. No problem at all. Well, we're definitely window shopper friendly. Andre, kind of in a perfect world, when would you be looking to make a move?
I would say probably in the next 6 months.
Okay. Well, there's no pressure from us, whether it is 6 months or, a year, but 6 months is going to come up really fast. And what I find when clients start looking for themselves, especially in that 6 month range, is that they avoid a lot of mistakes that other buyers potentially are making, and they ultimately get themselves a better house. So with that being said, I see that you're kind of looking in the Manteca area. Are you only looking in that area, or are you open to other areas?
Just Manteca. Just Manteca. We have all of our family there, and we're that's really where we want to be honest.
Okay, I totally understand. Family is important. It's so nice to be around them, right?
Right.
Okay, so Manteca, and did you know what kind of price range you wanted to stay within?
We were looking like in the $400 to $500,000 price range.
Okay, perfect. Andre, if you don't mind me asking, how'd you kind of come up with that price?
You know what? We just saw houses that we liked, and they were like in that 400,000 to 500,000 price range. We kind of really don't know what we afford, to be honest, but we like the houses.
Okay, I totally hear you. Yeah, that $400,000 or $500,000 spot is very sweet. What I would recommend is, talking to a lender, make sure that that's a price point that you guys can get approved for, so that, it doesn't halt you in any sort of viewing processes or anything like that. Do you have a lender that you can speak with to kind of dial in that price point for you? Make sure you're looking in the right range?
No, we haven't spoken to anybody yet.
Awesome. Well, Andre, here at the Camara Group, we're one-stop shop. So we have a preferred lender in the area. They're super, super good with, even first-time home buyers. Are you a first-time home buyer by chance?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Well, I especially like our lender then because they can kind of walk you through everything, hold your hand, everything like that. So, Andre, now that we're kind of moving into financing and game planning in your home search in that price range, would it help you if I sat down with you 15, 20 minutes, kind of broke down all of this and explained, the buying process, your buying power, and also just inform you of what we do different here at the Camara Group?
I honestly would have to still talk to my wife because I don't want to get in trouble for making a decision without her. So, can I talk to her and maybe get back to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand. You want all the parties included. I would prefer to have her there as well. So do you know her schedule by any chance?
I don't know her schedule, to be honest.
Okay. Well, what we can do and what I'd recommend is just putting something on the calendar tentatively and then circling back with her. My schedule is going to fill up, and I just want to make sure that I schedule that time for you. So how would Friday, after work be 6:30-ish, and you can check with her, and if for any reason it doesn't work, we can always shoot for a different day.
Friday 6:30. Yeah, I think we can tentatively schedule that.
Okay, perfect. So I'll go ahead and set you up with all of the information for a meeting for Friday at 6:30, and then I'll follow up with you on Thursday just to make sure that your wife is looped in and that we're all good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, perfect, Andre. Well, I'm looking forward to game planning with you a little bit more, and have a great rest of your day.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you. All right,
Thank
Brittany.
you.
So, way better than yesterday. I know you had a little bit of ring rust. But the few things, just because I think that they would be really helpful. So, especially with them being first-time home buyers, we want to be all jacked up on Mountain Dew for them, right? So, you did such a fantastic job on asking that question. How did you come up with that price range? Because that just makes it easier to transition into the lender question. So when I gave you the objection, I gave you or whatever, it's like, oh, great. Well, what you could do is, hey, well, it sounds like you probably haven't talked to a lender yet, huh? Right. And then, you know what? Yeah, we haven't. And are you a first-time home buyer, Andre? Oh my gosh, you are. Did you know there's so many different down payment assistance and first-time home buyer programs out there that can actually help you save the cost of home ownership? Something like that. The reason why we want to do that is we want to get them engaged. We want to get them enticed, especially first-time home buyers. Who knows? They might think that we need 20% down still to purchase a home. They don't know that. So I would say, that right there. And then the appointment, when I give you the wife objection, instead of saying, hey, I get it, I would just say, hey, I get it. You and your wife are making such a huge decision, and that makes complete sense. So why don't we do this, Brittany? Why don't we go ahead and set up something tentatively? Let's say, here in the next few days. And look, if your wife can't make it, that's fine. But because my schedule does fill up really quickly, I want to make sure that I have some time set aside for you guys. That way we can, we can definitely meet and sit down and talk. Something like that. It all was really good, but sometimes, like I do this too, we get a little bit long-winded. So I would just be like short and concise. So if you get the spouse objection, be like, hey, that makes complete sense. And I wouldn't want, I wouldn't want to just meet with you. I definitely want you and your wife to sit down with us. With that being said, my schedule does fill up pretty quickly, Brittany. So I'd like to schedule a tentative appointment with you. That way we have you in the system. And hey, at the end of the day, you talk to your wife, you can't make it. That's fine, but we can always reschedule. How does that sound? Boom. But other than that, I thought it was really good. Definitely better than yesterday. And if you're noticing, everyone, the line that she's using in the Google pay-per-click script, that's money, is after they talk about price, asking them how they came up with that price. Because that'll tell you kind of everything you need to know. It'll be easier for you to ask the lending question. So great job today, Britt.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. All right, team. Well, that concludes our meeting. Let's study these scripts. Let's come back tomorrow. We're going to be doing the buyer consultation tomorrow. So let's go ahead and study up on that, and let's make it happen. Let's sell some houses today.